go. I can't sleep at night. Sometimes I feel my grandma calling me. Walk in and greet the mic, it hear me clearing. It won't talk to me. I pull up bean tonight. My codeine spilled, I just wiped out the seat. Niggas ain't thinking right, go for some skrill and then get out the street. How am I supposed to feel? My bro got killed. It's something about tall as me. I still send chalk for real. I'm coping still, but at least my dog at peace. Mom be posting still your photo reels and she be calling me. I can't slow more chill. I know they still be putting they all in me. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. They gon' bend and prove it. I'm in Houston, starting to feel like home. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Think about back in school, ain't had no loot, but we had polo boo. Shit I had to do for bragging proof and to get my soldiers through. We took slap to school with maggots too, like niggas ain't know the rule. Can't be lacking food, not after school, that one nigga gon' blow at you. LV bag and suit, my glasses too. I ain't no fashion dude, I might pull a color in it, bitch. That make back with cool, square business. Fucking with that, ain't no rabbit fool. I just told my business partner, set up shop in Baton Rouge. $250,000 in this duck, need my cash in blue. I done did some shit that I ain't proud of, but the family cool. Be know when that man you shoot them samples, check the fabric too. We ain't falling out, cause that's a loss, that's when the family view. I got 4G flowers on my draw, that's a cannon too. I propose to spark her at my dog, she understand me too. I put diamonds all around her brow and shit her hand a fool. I'm that same nigga from that north, but my band's improved. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. They gon' bend and prove it. I'm in Houston, starting to feel like home. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Go. I can't sleep at night. Sometimes I feel my grandma calling me. Walk in and greet the mic, it hear me clearing. It won't talk to me. I pull up bean tonight. My codeine spilled, I just wiped out the seat. Niggas ain't thinking right, go for some skrill and then get out the street. How am I supposed to feel? My bro got killed. It's something about tall as me. I still send chalk for real. I'm coping still, but at least my dog at peace. Mom be posting still your photo reels and she be calling me. I can't slow more chill. I know they still be putting they all in me. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. They gon' bend and prove it. I'm in Houston, starting to feel like home. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Think about back in school, ain't had no loot, but we had polo boo. Shit I had to do for bragging proof and to get my soldiers through. We took slap to school with maggots too, like niggas ain't know the rule. Can't be lacking food, not after school, that one nigga gon' blow at you. LV bag and suit, my glasses too. I ain't no fashion dude, I might pull a color in it, bitch. That make back with cool, square business. Fucking with that, ain't no rabbit fool. I just told my business partner, set up shop in Baton Rouge. $250,000 in this duck, need my cash in blue. I done did some shit that I ain't proud of, but the family cool. Be know when that man you shoot them samples, check the fabric too. We ain't falling out, cause that's a loss, that's when the family view. I got 4G flowers on my draw, that's a cannon too. I propose to spark her at my dog, she understand me too. I put diamonds all around her brow and shit her hand a fool. I'm that same nigga from that north, but my band's improved. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. They gon' bend and prove it. I'm in Houston, starting to feel like home. They gon' spin and do it, yeah. They got gin and shoot it, yeah. 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida, starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida starting to feel like home. 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida starting to feel like home. Yeah, 1 a.m. in Houston, all this Florida starting to feel like home.
Yeah, nigga, I'm back. I'm back, niggas. I'm back. Hold on, wait. Matter of fact, let me test out the microphone though, real quick. All right, cool. But like I was saying, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Hey, listen, I'm about to start being a lot more consistent with live streaming. I mean, it's on. I'm back, nigga. I am back. Kev Stutters is back. Let me get a little bit of this Diet Mountain Dew. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but listen, man, it feels so good to be back in front of this microphone. It's been almost 20 something days, you know. So I did do a little live stream. I want to say this was maybe like a couple days ago, and I gave y'all a little bit of insight of what's been going on within my life. To the fact, the reason why I have not been going live so much lately, man. But listen, all that is about to be over and done with, man. Listen, Kev Stutters is back. I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. I really did. Now, I'm not gonna overtalk it, but there is a few topics that I need to go over tonight, and hopefully I can keep y'all entertained for about a good hour and a half or so. So we gonna have ourselves a good time tonight, in my opinion, because I know that I'm going to enjoy myself. And if you don't enjoy yourself, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But Kev Stutters definitely had enjoyed himself. Definitely. But let's see who all we got in the building first. Shout out to Lady Gumby. Lady Gumby always comes through. Bro, it don't matter. Bro, I could be talking about kitty litter. I could be talking about hot dogs and sandwiches. And Lady Gumby always pulls up. So Lady Gumby, I definitely do appreciate you so much for coming through. Hey, bro, like I'm telling you, she has been a loyal supporter from day one. You know what I mean? So, and then all these other people who I've never seen before, by the way. Matter of fact, I don't even think that these are real people. And I can't even lie. I think you did. By the way, I have a new best friend. So shout out to Bree Abel for coming through. One word, 5877. I definitely do appreciate y'all. Hey, listen, man, look, before we even get started, I want for y'all to do me a favor, man. Listen, like the video, because I'm positive that y'all are going to like this video. Once I start cooking up, listen, bro, I'm telling you, y'all are in for a treat. And look at this shit. Look at what my cat did, bro. Look at what my cat had did on my microphone. I came over here and the cat had chewed my whole thing up, bro. But you know, it is what it is. We gonna make it do what it do. Hey, that does not stop the show. That don't stop the show. Keep the play alive, brother. Yes, absolutely. I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah. Let's get into the show. All right, so this first topic. So if y'all have seen the title of this video, the title of this live stream is called "People Mind Your Own Damn Business." Now, this is something that a lot of us was told. A lot of us was told as kids, and this is what a lot of us do not seem to follow today as grown folks. People need to learn to mind their own business. Mind your own business. Listen, you don't need to be involved in what everybody has going on. Mind your own damn business. And this story right here is one of the perfect reasons why we should have listened to our mamas and daddies whenever they said to mind your own business.
A Plymouth mother says her son, shot and killed in St. Paul earlier this week, stepped in to protect someone during a domestic violence incident. We first reported this story Thursday morning in downtown near 7th Street East and Wakuta Streets. Tonight, that mother sits down with our Kamaria Bray, and she's sharing how she wants the community to remember her son. Kamaria.
Lindsay, that mother walks us through the calls, the confusion, and the heartbreak after losing her firstborn right here, 22-year-old Sion Jordan. She says she spent years shielding him from the violence, only to watch it reach him anyway.
He was my strength. He bought his first home before he turned 21. He just had everything going for him. I was so proud of him.
It's pain that can't be wiped away.
Just going through pictures and videos, and it doesn't feel real. Even at the hospital, I'm like, this isn't real. He's gonna wake up.
Melinda and Nelson Aguilar keep searching for answers, trying to understand why their son, 22-year-old Sion Jordan, was killed after coming to downtown St. Paul.
The main thing, the common denominator was a girl got beat up. My son came to either help or assist her. Or
First mistake. Why is she calling you, first of all, if she got beat up? Well, she don't got no brother to call. She don't have a daddy to call. She don't have cousins. Anybody? Now, let me say this. I don't think that no man should ever get involved in a domestic violence situation. I remember back when I was a kid, I had to be no more than 13, 14, somewhere, or something like that. And my oldest sister, man, she gonna kill me for telling this story. My oldest sister had got into a fight with her boyfriend, and I tried to intervene. Hey, listen, God is my witness. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I tried to get in between them two fighting, and you know what happened? I got my ass kicked, and it was not by her boyfriend. It was by her. And that taught me a valuable lesson. Do not get involved in domestic violence situations. Now, at this point in time, I was just a kid. There's no way in the hell me as a 35-year-old man would ever get involved whenever I see a man and a woman fighting. First of all, you don't know why they fighting. Even if she is getting her ass kicked, or if that female is whooping his ass. But by no means necessary should you ever get involved. And I know that there is like a lot of women that be like, yeah, but you know, like you should or whatever step in. No, nigga, we not stepping into nothing. So you want us to step in between you and your man who got a domestic violence situation going on. And now I'm going to be on the t-shirt because I know for a fact, if he just is sitting over there, if your man is over there whipping your head, I know for a fact that man does not give a damn about my head. How many? I've done story after story after story after story where we see men get a battery in their back, and they decide, hey man, you know what? I am about to be Superman today. I am about to go out here and put on my cape, and I am about to save the day. And next thing you know, that nigga's dead. I've done at least 10 stories. Matter of fact, yo, forget that. I've done at least 10 shows talking about this. This dude was 22 years old. He had his whole life ahead of him. He just had bought his first home at 21, and now all of a sudden, this nigga's dead. Because he decided that I want to be Captain Save him and try to stop a man from beating up his woman. Now, I'm not saying do not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? The best that I can do for you is call the police. Listen, I will call the police. And I know that right there, like that might sound crazy coming from me, because I've never dialed 911 before a day in my life, bro. I've just never done it. You know what I'm saying? I've never dialed 911 before. But this young man is dead because he decided that he wanted to be a superhero that day. And now his family they probably have to have a fish fry. They probably are setting up a GoFundMe to bury him because this nigga decided that he wanted to be a superhero.
She called for help.
That girl was being assaulted by a man.
Yes. I was told as soon as he got there, he was shot.
She says Sion didn't chase danger.
He had a soft spot.
And did you hear what the mama said? The mama said as soon as he got there, he was shot. So that tells me that this female that was out there that was getting her head kicked in, she probably had told that dude like that I got somebody on the way. This nigga pulled up, got out, and it had immediately got shot. That's why I've always so I had grew up in the hood, right? I grew up in the hood just like 90% of black folks, right? And there was always that one hood girl who would always say something stupid like or whatever. Like, don't make me call my brother. Like, don't make me call my uncle. Like, don't make me call my daddy. The next thing you know, the daddy, uncle, brother, whoever, right? Like they all come marching down there. The next thing you know, somebody ends up getting shot, stabbed, or just starts getting their ass kicked. How much do y'all want to bet that this was probably a black woman? Hey, listen, bro, listen. Y'all could be mad at me. I don't care. We all had grew up in the hood. We know how these situations happen. Don't make me call my daddy. Don't make me call my brother. And this nigga pulled up and got shot immediately. Immediately. And you know us, and y'all know us as men, our ain't on egos are out of this world. You gonna call who? I guarantee you that nigga is about to be laying down, though. We know how these situations work.
For girls. He was a gentleman all the way.
And she wishes he hadn't answered that call.
I wasn't even mad at the guy involved because I don't know what happened. I was just disappointed. He went, why didn't you just call the police? Why would you call him? Because you know he was gonna come.
The couple says
that's why she called him, because she knew that he was gonna show up. She knew it. She knew that this nigga had wanted some box or something like that. Like, so let me call him real quick. He'll come down here and deal with you. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it looked like the dude had weighed 80 pounds soaking wet. Like, what was he going down there to do? To go and have a conversation? To go and tell y'all, hey man, listen, bro, like this ain't even worth it. I know for a fact that this nigga was not going out there to go fight. Come on, man.
Sion was a legal billing analyst for Xcel Energy.
He was into trading crypto and stocks and bonds.
And loved being a big brother.
He didn't deserve this.
Another man suffered a gunshot wound to the leg. Sion's death marks St. Paul's 12th homicide of the year, and the family has a GoFundMe to help with funeral.
Of course, just like I said, yo, and I've never seen this full video. The family has a GoFundMe set up, bro. Men, listen to me and listen to me well. Do not put yourselves in these situations. I've done story after story after story after story where good men end up dead because they want to be superheroes and save a woman. If you want to help them out, you call the police. Nigga, you got family to live for. You got all type, bro. Do not get involved in these situations whatsoever. By no means necessary should you ever think, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and step in between that. No, nigga, you should not. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin, nigga. Should you ever do anything like that? You got to be a damn fool if you see a girl and a man fighting and then you decide to go and jump in between them two fighting. Now, I will add a caveat in this. Now, if that's your mama, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, look, nigga, by all means. Now, you do whatever you feel like you need to do to get that nigga up off your mama. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's your sister, now sister could be sketchy because you never know what sister and her man be doing for real. But just call the police. But I don't know if I could watch somebody sit there or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and beat up on my mama. Like I don't know if I could sit there and watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, somebody got to die. It's either gonna be me, him, or her, or somebody. But somebody going. Somebody going in Jesus' name. Shout out to my dog Pittsburgh T for coming through. He said, "What up, Kev the legend? Glad you back." Hey man, hold on, dog. That's my nigga Pittsburgh. Let me get a round of applause for my dog Pittsburgh T. Pittsburgh T has said, "I'm glad that you back. Tired of hearing these Negroes defending Fauci." Yes. We defend bad behavior sooner than later. It always catches up to them. That is a fact, bro. That is a fact, bro. Niggas are out here defending Dr. Fauci just because he is a Democrat. That's the only reason. These niggas, my God, Lord help me, please. Shout out to my nigga Chill too for coming through. Chill, I definitely do appreciate you, bro. If y'all want to find a channel that you can go to, that you can have healthy disagreements with somebody that is not going to disrespect you just for actually disagreeing with him. I mean, me and Chill have had some of the most intense debates on certain topics, man. I'm telling you, bro, you would think that me and this dude we absolutely hate each other's guts. But that's my dog. Shout out to my nigga Chill. Y'all, please go over and subscribe to Chill 773. That is a good dude right there. That is a good dude. A good dude. Shout out to Chill. Oh, my white brother coming through. Shout out to Caucasian Sasquatch. Hey, Caucasian Sasquatch has helped me with so much, man. Whenever it comes to this whole YouTube journey, bro, Caucasian Sasquatch, that is a good brother. And even on my birthday, Caucasian actually had donated to me. So Caucasian Sasquatch, you always in my heart, my heart. No, let me stop. Okay, you know what? That might have sounded a little sweet, but that's my nigga though. Shout out to the Real Wildlife. Greetings, beautiful people. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, bro, do not get involved in no type of domestic violence situation. These situations usually end up bad 9 times out of 10 for the person who feels like he wants to be Superman that day. Bro, it's just bad. It's just a terrible idea. A terrible idea. Next up, now, like I said, that I'm not gonna be here long tonight, but there is a few little things that I need to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Yo, did y'all hear about that hear about that. Matter of fact, hold on, wait. Before we even get into that, let's get into this nasty nigga. These people who do things like this, I feel like they all deserve to die. And I know that that does not sound right, that may sound harsh, that may sound mean, that may sound, I mean, just downright horrible. But I think that people who do things like this deserve to go.
What is
Hold on,
happening?
let me stop this.
People are running from in and out. Call the police.
What's happening?
They deserve to go.
What happened?
What's happening?
Shoot. Go. Just go.
Oh, you know what? I don't went to the wrong thing. Hold on. Dang, boy, I'm over here slipping. I'm slipping, bro. Y'all can tell like that I haven't been live in a long time. Cause I'm over here, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm messing everything up. Anyways, let's get back into it. Now, niggas, matter of fact, I'm not even going to say niggas. People who do things like this, they all deserve to die. Get rid of them. We are a much better society without them. They gotta go.
A Northern Virginia Baptist minister is facing serious charges tonight, accused of sending explicit photos to a teenager he met after preaching to a church community in York County, Pennsylvania, 18 months ago. Bob Barnard has a developing story for us tonight.
The man accused in this case is the pastor here at Crossroads Baptist Church. We've tried to reach out to him today without success so far. This is Pastor Kenny Baldwin preaching in a video posted on the church's YouTube page. The 47-year-old pastor is accused of sending nude photos to a teenage boy in Pennsylvania.
He gotta go. He gotta go. Now, somebody please tell me this. How do you rehabilitate this? How do you rehabilitate a 40-something-year-old man sending nude photos to a teenage boy? So we gonna send him to jail and have our tax dollars pay for this piece of shit to eat, sleep, and shit? No. He gotta go. It's time for you to go, brother. Like there is no coming back from this. Like think, would y'all ever be friends with somebody who would do something like this? Would y'all actually hire somebody who actually had did something like this? Would you want this person around you at all if they had did something like this? Hell, I would even go this far. If you was a pastor inside of a church, would you trust this man inside of your church? People that do things like this, there is no coming back. It's time for them to go. They need to go immediately. If it comes out that this is exactly what this man had did, you gotta go the day of.
Starting around November, of video posted on the church's YouTube page. The 47-year-old pastor is accused of sending nude photos to a teenage boy in Pennsylvania. Starting around November of
this type of stuff is scary, bro. This type of stuff is straight up scary to me. You got a man here who goes to church and preaches every Sunday. He preaches to his church every Sunday. Meanwhile, whenever he gets off the pulpit, he goes and sends pictures of himself butt naked over to a teenage boy. A teenage boy. Now, if this ain't scary, I don't know what is. This is terrifying to me. And it's one of those things where you be like, man, like you just never know what people are doing. You never know. That's why I don't trust many people like around my children. I don't trust. Bro, it is some sick niggas that is out here within the world. I mean, sick people, bro. Nigga, I ain't never in life ever thought about sending nobody a nude photo, especially a child. Well, hold on, wait. I sent my girl nudes sometimes, but that's something different though. But nigga, but a child, you need to go immediately. Pittsburgh T said rehabilitation is a dick with 2 digits behind it. Hey, now Pittsburgh is talking my language. 45 ACP, 22 9mm shotgun, bird shot. That's the only rehab that he deserves. Let me get my nigga on here. It's time for you to go, bro. Yeah, and I know that people will say, yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though, right? Jesus forgives. Yeah, but Jesus does not forget either. It's time for him to go.
2024. They reportedly met and exchanged phone numbers when Dr. Baldwin came to the then 15-year-old's church to give a sermon. The teen, now 17, is from York, Pennsylvania. Pastor Baldwin's church is here in Bailey's Crossroads. We've highlighted the 2 locations on this map. In court documents, the teen told a Pennsylvania state trooper, Pastor Baldwin.
Why he got my name? Why his name Kevin? Bro, I don't want to be associated with this nigga. No.
Baldwin talked to him about masculinity and then sent explicit photos of himself multiple times a week for about a year.
That's insane. He sent this young boy nude photos of himself for about a year. For a year. And you know what else I be thinking? I be like, man, I wonder, has there been anything that has been inside of this pastor's past to actually show that he was a nasty nigga? Like, because I believe that there are certain signs, or there may have been something there to be like, hey man, you know what? Like that. I am not surprised that this person had did this. I'm positive that there's somebody that was around him, somebody that actually knows him well, that is probably sitting back saying, you know what, that I am not surprised. Ever since I've started doing this whole YouTube thing, like, and I've started or whatever, right, looking up all these stories and seeing what actually goes on within the world, bro, it's like there had to be signs somewhere, bro. Somewhere. Like either the nigga mama had seen something like, yeah, man, you know, like sometimes, like he goes to the playground, you know what I'm saying, or right, all by himself, like, and the nigga don't got no kids, like bro, like that gotta be something that was in this man's background to be like, yeah, something is not right about this dude. You know, this is scary to me. This is terrifying, bro. If you can't trust a pastor, that's scary. Whenever they are supposed to be the holiest of the holiest, right? I could be tripping, but they supposed to be the holy ones.
And again, most recently in early June of this year. The trooper says some of those images have been saved as evidence, and that Baldwin admitted to state police that he sent 15 images of his privates to the boy.
It's rare to catch a person the first time they're engaged in something like this. So investigation into this person, into their internet activity, there may be other victims of this pastor of doing likewise elsewhere. So this is a serious matter. It should be treated as such.
Pastor Baldwin is facing a number of felony and misdemeanor charges, including unlawful contact with a minor, corruption of minors, and indecent exposure. In a news release, Pennsylvania State Police.
And you know what's crazy about that is that he will probably only get like 5 years. If he's lucky, he will only get 5 years. That's one of the things that I do not like about the American justice system. Now, I think that I believe that the judicial system within America is amazing. Like, it is not perfect, but there's been so many crimes that have been committed just like this. And then all of a sudden we see that person get hit with 3 years, 2 years, 2 years of your 7 years of probation. Hell, I did one story where there was a kid that I want to say he was about like 17 years old, and this kid was actually like molesting a 12-year-old girl or something like that. And the judge had gave this nigga 1 year of probation. 1 year probation, unsupervised probation. We need to redo these laws. We need to do something. I was actually reading something. I believe that it is in Idaho. In the state of Idaho, if you get found guilty of fondling a child or something like that, that you get automatic death penalty. It's automatic death penalty. I believe that it should be like that across the U.S. period.
They say they have reason to believe Baldwin shared explicit images with other juveniles. Now, nobody here would speak to us about the case, but in a statement to Fox 5, Crossroads Baptist Church writes, "Please keep our ministry in your prayers as we seek to faithfully follow God's leading. Your prayers mean so much to us." Dr. Baldwin.
See, and that is the scary thing right there, because if they are willing to do something like this to one child, they will do it again. They will do it again. They said that they have reason to believe that Pastor Baldwin has done this to other juveniles as well. This is why whenever situations happen like this, and then we end up finding out about these people, we just need to cut their damn heads off. We don't need you pushing no more trauma or onto any more children. We don't need no more trauma. What's that song by Mary J. Blige? No more pain, no more pain, no drama. That's, nigga, whenever these people come out and show who they are, nigga, get rid of them. Get rid of them. And I have a strong stance whenever it comes to this, because I lived through it. I lived through situations like this. Shout out to Pittsburgh T. Pittsburgh T said, "Salute to the great state of Idaho." Absolutely. I've lived through situations like this, and I've seen the pain and the torture and the downright hurt that this stuff does to somebody. I've seen it with my own two eyes, bro. We need to get rid of these people, man. We need to. If this nigga is found guilty, he gotta go. I'm talking swift punishment, nigga. It need to happen that night. Matter of fact, forget that night. It need to happen within the next 30 minutes. He gotta go. You done.
Baldwin was arraigned in a Pennsylvania courtroom yesterday. He is free until his next court date.
Man, and listen to this bullshit. He is free until his next court date. So that means that this man has the opportunity to go out here and to actually hurt somebody else. Man, get this nigga off my screen, bro. I'm starting to get mad. This nigga up off my screen, man. I'm mad right now. I'm tired of these niggas. 1 minute break, y'all. I'll be back.
You're my lady. You're my lady. You're my lady. You're my lady. Don't think I don't see them looking at you. All of them wishing they could have you. And as a matter of fact, a bunch of them are itching for you to scratch them. Oh, I'm tired of fighting what we feel. I'm trying to get away with the real. And I'm gonna make it known, 'cause I want them to know. Lady, you're my lady.
You're my lady. You're my lady. I can. Hey, rest in peace to D'Angelo, bro. D'Angelo was one of my favorite singers, bro. Like straight up. And I think that D'Angelo does not get the actual credit that I think that he actually deserves, bro. Everybody has a favorite D'Angelo song, even if you didn't even know that was D'Angelo. You like something by D'Angelo. Either that's that Brown Sugar, Lady. What's another one? How does it feel? In the video where this nigga had baby oil and Vaseline all over his body, bucket naked, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Faith Walk with Purpose. I appreciate you for coming through. Definitely, I do appreciate you. Now, I just got a couple more topics, man. And I think that I might drop the link tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if anybody feel like they want to come up, if they got something to say, if they feel like talking some junk, if they want to be like, Kev, my nigga, you have no idea what you talking about, my nigga. You up here stuttering too much, nigga. You're black, you're ugly. Whatever you want to say, I'm gonna give you the floor tonight. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna be up here all night arguing with you niggas. But by all means, if y'all want to come up and chop it up with me, hey, I'm gonna put the link inside the chat right after this topic. And hey, if don't nobody want to actually come up, that's cool too, because I ain't tripping. But I do appreciate y'all for being here with me though. Now, we all heard about this shooting that was in Idaho, right? And this gonna suck, but I gotta do it. Cause I've been hearing a lot of niggas who've been talking a whole lot of trash whenever it comes to this situation. And Negroes, I hate to have to bust your bubble tonight, but Kev Stutters has to do it. Let's get into it, y'all.
Tonight, new video showing the moments a man stepped in to stop a shooter who opened fire outside this Idaho In-N-Out Burger Saturday afternoon, sending people running for their lives.
What's happening?
What happened?
What's happening?
Shoot, go.
This, first of all, let me get on white folks real quick. Why are y'all stopping and asking people what is going on? Bro, if I see, look at this. Now, look at all them people right there running. I count at least 40 people right there running. White people stop and ask what's going on. Nigga, if I seen this many people running, nigga, I'm not asking no questions, bro. I am out. I ain't asking nobody nothing. Nigga, I'm gone. If I see 40 people take off running, I'm not stopping to ask no questions. Nigga, I'm out. White people, I love y'all to death, but y'all survival instincts is terrible. Even whenever you are watching scary movies, bro, it seemed like the white person always fall down and get caught, like, and then they end up dying. I mean, you can go all the way back to Frankenstein movies, to Jason, to Michael Myers, to Freddy Krueger. It's like whenever they take off running or something, like they always trip and fall. They always slip into something. Like they want to ask dumbass questions. Like, bro, get out of there. I'm not asking nobody nothing. Nigga, I'm out. Nigga, I'll be like this.
Somebody
nigga,
start running right now. It'd be a good 7 or 8 of y'all. Like, what they running? Get lazy, get lazy.
Man, I ain't playing no games, bro. None.
running for their lives.
What's happening? What happened? What's happening? Shoot. Go. Just go. Go.
You see a gunman with an AR-style rifle unleashing several rounds in the drive-thru of the popular fast food chain, which opened just days ago in Twin Falls. Another man then returns fire. Lane Cohen witnessed the shooting from his car.
Is he a hero?
Man, hey, shout out to that man. Like, and anybody who knows me knows that I don't go nowhere without the strap, because you never know when you might need it. Now, thank God for this man who was not a coward to go out there and to pull out his weapon and had to go and lay a nigga down. I always say this: it's better to have it and not need it, and need it but not have it. Everywhere I go, I got the strap on me. Nigga, I could be in McDonald's, I could be at Chuck E. Cheese, nigga, I could be on the toilet taking a dump. Nigga, I'm strapped. I'm not playing, bro. Shout out to this man, bro. Because most people would have just ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong. Listen, if there is a man that is holding a freaking AR, by all means, take off running. But do you know how much courage and how much guts this dude had to have to stand there and to try to take this guy out?
Just days ago in Twin Falls. Another man then returns fire. Lane Cohen witnessed the shooting from his car.
Is he a hero?
Yeah, I would say he definitely distracted the shooter from shooting more people. The shooter is solely focused on him, and it allowed us to get out. I mean, the car directly ahead of me was getting shot.
Police crediting that man and an off-duty state trooper who also returned fire with helping save lives. Officials say 3 people were killed and at least 7 others injured. The president and owner of In-N-Out confirming one of her employees was killed.
I could see an employee trying to carry another person out. She had a gunshot wound to the chest. And he was just screaming her name. Tell her to wake up, wake up.
Taxi driver Terry Dudley was shot while charging his car. His son Michael says his father is now intubated in the hospital.
Dang.
He's in pretty rough shape. I haven't been able to talk to him.
Tonight, officials say the gunman, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died from a self-inflicted gunshot. His motive still unclear.
Dan is joining us now from Twin Falls.
Now, like I said in the beginning of this, niggas, I hate to have to bust your bubble. But niggas, whenever y'all say the usual suspect, whenever situations like this happen, I mean, yes, right? Whenever you see mass shootings happen, that whenever situations like these come up, and whenever they put it on the news, they always show the white guy doing it. Now, like I said, I grew up in the hood just like everybody else. And I hate to bust y'all bubble, but niggas have been committing mass shootings since mass shootings was ever reported on.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I've known niggas to shoot up the club. I've been known niggas to go and do drive-bys. I've seen it all. So let's not sit up on this high horse like there's only white people that are out here doing all of these mass shootings. They just do not report y'all's as mass shootings. That's exactly what it is. And to be honest with you, I really think that this is all by design. Whenever you watch the news, enemy number one is always the white man. It is always the white man. That's why you got so many people out here, well, niggas, who always say, hey, man, you know what, right? White man bad, white man this, white man that, white supremacy. Y'all, man, listen, bro, we've been doing mass shootings before they ever even had called it that. Let's keep it real. I lost my cousin to a mass shooting years ago. He decided that he wanted to go out to a pool hall and to go out and play some pool, right? Who is this? Hold on, wait. Yin Yang said, "What are you doing in these lives, bro?" Hey, listen, if you want to find out more about me, nigga, hit the subscribe button. How about that? But anyways, I lost my cousin a few years ago. He decided that he wanted to go out and play pool somewhere. A dude and so there was like two dudes that had ended up getting into a fight or something like that, right? The guy had went back out to his car, and this nigga had walked back into the pool hall with the gun, and the nigga had just started shooting at everybody. All because he got his ass kicked. Now, was that not a mass shooting? Hell, nigga, I grew up in a gang banging city. Hell, bro, niggas, come on, man. All my people out there, like who live in LA, like who live in Tulsa, bro, drive-bys have always been the thing. Where 3, 4, 5 people end up getting shot all like just all at one time. Let's not sit up on this high horse, black folks. We do our fair share of mass shootings too. Let's keep it a buck.
And late tonight, Dana, we heard from police praising those who jumped into action to try to stop this attacker.
That's right, Hallie. Tonight, police commending the heroic actions of that off-duty state trooper and citizen, saying they most certainly saved lives here. We're also learning new information about the survivors. 5 remain hospitalized, 2 of them listed in critical condition. Hallie.
Dana Griffin, thank you.
We thank you. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to everybody that was affected by that shooting, man, that happened in Idaho, in the great state of Idaho. Yeah, man, it's a very, very sad situation. Yo, but I just seen this story while I was over here reading this thing. Hopefully I saved it, bro. Like, I literally had just seen this story. Let me see. What was it at? Oh, I hope I can find it. I didn't know that nigga died. Man, where is it at? What is this? Y'all, this right here is completely random. This is completely random. Oh, and hold it. Is this in my home state of North Carolina where this happened at? Oh, this is random. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. What is this? What's going on in North Carolina? North Khaki Lackey. This is completely random. Let me see.
Breaking tonight, a woman was killed and
Oh no, this ain't North Carolina. Wait, is it North Carolina?
3 others were injured as gunfire erupted again in Rochester's North Clinton Avenue area overnight. City leaders asking for the public's help.
If you've seen the individual that fired this gun into the crowd.
Why does this dude just look funny to me? Like, am I the only one who thinks that he looks funny? You know who he looked like? Have y'all ever seen the Proud Family? Hey, yo, what was Penny's daddy's name on the Oscar? That nigga looked like Oscar from the Proud Family, bro. That's exactly who this nigga looked like. This Oscar head ass nigga.
And hit and killed an innocent victim. Step up. Step up. We have a coward that we need to bring to justice.
Last night's chaos leading to tragedy. Good evening, I'm Daniel Finkelstein. The event's unfolding miles from the site of Rochester's Puerto Rican festival after the event let out for the night. This follows early Friday's events in the
Thank you for supporting Yin Yang. Appreciate you, bro.
North Clinton corridor, where an occupied home and several vehicles were struck by gunshots, but no one was hurt. The city restriction in effect prohibiting groups of 10 or more from gathering in public places between the hours of 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. 13 Wham's Natalie Calzatoni joining us now. She heard from Rochester's mayor and police chief and has more. Natalie, good evening.
Boy, they taking this body acceptance thing too, though. Very, very far, ain't they? They taking this body acceptance thing to the max. Shout out to my dog Pittsburgh T for coming through. What up, Pittsburgh?
My dog Kev, man. It's getting wild out here in the streets, though. It's getting wild out here, man.
Yes, it is.
That's crazy
yes,
going on, man. I know these Negroes had lost their mind with that Fauci stuff. When people was trying to act like they couldn't understand, and it was so hard for them to understand what was going on, I knew Negroes had lost their mind. It's sad how people have made politics like religion. You know, you can't talk about nobody's pastor, bro. You can't say nothing about nobody's pastor. And clearly now, you can't say nothing about nobody's religion. Especially if you're black, they call you a straight coon. They don't even matter what they did. And they'll label everything that they did, which is crazy. Like, oh, well, Trump finna do this. He finna cut Medicaid. You down with it? Well, Obama opened up the doors for gay people. Are you down for gay people? That's that. I mean, we doing that.
Yep.
We're doing that, but people are slow now, Kev. They don't have any critical thinking, and they just do group think, bro. It's sad that you just see people do group think, and they don't use no rationale. And with the gun thing, look, that dude who had a gun, he was clearly a white guy, right?
Yeah.
We had this thing where legal people who are legally allowed to have guns, black men and women who are working people, have talked themselves out of getting guns. They talk themselves out of getting guns and want to put restrictions on themselves.
Crazy.
Saying, I ain't know where I need a gun. How the hell do you know?
Exactly.
How do you know?
Like, you never know, like, whenever you gonna need it. You never know.
Crazy.
Nigga like you could be walking into Burger King tomorrow, nigga, like, and then all of a sudden something like that happen. Nigga, like, you need a strap. Like what you mean? Like,
it don't make no sense, bro. And some of these states, they legally allowed to do it, like Florida, Texas, a couple other states, and people still got this democratic mindset that guns are evil. Like, it's just, I don't really get it, bro. I don't understand the stuff that we do. And I'll say this too. Lastly, one of my nephews came over this weekend. He's sitting over there. I went upstairs, did something, went around the corner, came back. So he's older. He's about 30, right? So I come back. This joker had been sitting there drinking. He talking about he leaving. Like, you ain't going nowhere driving like that. Like, nah, I'm good. Why do drunk niggas think that why you got to argue with a drunk motherfucker about him being drunk, bro? I never understood the mentality behind of, like, you know, for a clear fact, you ain't drunk not one drop of water, not then. Or you just been sitting here drinking. I mean, I don't understand, like, the people got to grow up. Like some people with this whole thing where they just want to drink. And I was in the military, and I'll tell you this: some people think it's a badge of honor that they can outdrink other people. Like, they really think that's some kind of accomplishment. I mean, drinking is fine. I'm not anti-drinking, but I just don't get the drunk guy that's always saying he good and he drive better when he drunk and all that old ignorant, stupid stuff. And then women be like, I don't know, he ain't got no accident. Just because you ain't got no accident don't mean your ass actually driving good, man. You just ain't got no accident, man. What is you talking about?
That is like a child's way of thinking, you know. Like, it's like, my nigga, like, and don't get me wrong. Yes, I have been there before, back when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I used to drink and drive, not a lot, but I've definitely done it before. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I think that most people are crazy, to be honest with you. I really do think so.
I almost had to put hands on him because he had his kids in the car and he tried to drive. Like, bro, you not leaving here with your kids in the car.
Oh, that's crazy.
Driving like that, bro. I mean, it's one thing for you to do it by yourself, bro. Like, that's insane. I mean, but that goes back to people to talk themselves into a lie, and they just start believing it, and it don't matter the reality of the situation. And you know, certain people around you not gonna let you do certain things. Just like that chick who called her brother, knowing what her brother was gonna do. Yeah, and that's another thing. If you love your brother, why would you put your brother in that kind of situation? Exactly. How about just leave,
bro?
How about leave,
bro? Listen, bro. If my sister had ever called me with something like that, bro, I'm gonna say, why are you even calling me about this, bro? Call the police, nigga. I'm not going over there I'm not getting involved in nobody domestic situation. Any type of domestic violence, leave me out of it, bro. The only person that I might think twice about it, like, you know what I'm saying, if it is my mama, that might be the only time where I'm like, dang, you know what? I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? But anybody else, nah, bro, I'm cool. Because like nah, nigga, I can't, bro. I'm not.
But you know the sister finna go get another sorry nigga just like that last one.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get another one just like him. They gonna lock that nigga up. She gonna go get another sorry motherfucker just like him, and the brother's gone. So there's no point. Like I think we talked about this last time. That's like a woman, your woman that you dating or married or whatever, to come home and tell you that the neighbor tried to holler at her.
Yeah, yeah, we was talking about that the last time. Yeah, exactly.
Why would your woman tell you that, bro? Like, what kind of woman does that? You know damn well that's not the first dude that tried to holler at her all day. So why is she telling you this? What she wants you to go over there and say, hey man, how you doing? Let's have a conversation about that. Like, how the fuck you think that's gonna go? Like, I don't understand people's like people living like this fantasy land. Like, they don't understand, like, men resolve, like men that don't know other men when it's a problem, it's violence, bro. It's not like violence. We're not gonna sit there and like write up a treaty and come up with some kind of truce. No, it's gonna be some violence. And if I got some weapons, you got some weapons, that's what's happening. Like, I don't know you, and it go quick too. Like, you don't really got too many words to say to somebody that you don't know, because that dude on edge and you on edge. Like, that ain't how that really goes, man. They be thinking it's reality TV with these women where they see women argue for like 20 minutes and then they got security jumping between them. That's how they think that's gonna go.
Yeah, with men, it does not go that way at all. Bro, I've seen men, bro, it can happen within a millisecond. Nigga, like, as soon as one man say something else, like, to it happens so fast, just like you said, it happens quick. Like, bro, don't even put me in no situation like that at all. Like, I don't even want to even know it. I don't want to know nothing, nigga. Like, I don't want to know nothing. Leave me out of it. Leave me out of it, bro. Leave me out of it, because I know how, I know me. I know how I can get. Like, I ain't got time, bro. I don't got time at all.
And last, I'll say this, bro. Every situation ain't a racial situation, right?
Yeah.
People just do bad shit. Like that whole Nolan Wells thing. I don't think that that's a racial situation, the incident itself. I think everything that happened after that, that's some racial shit. The damn sheriff not saying he don't see nothing wrong, foul play, them doing with all that shit after, that's all racial. Like, with kids, for the general part of the teenagers, no, that ain't usually how that go. Usually with that kind of stuff, it's over with chick, and that seemed to be that's what it's unofficially, that's what it seemed like it is. It's over some chick or something unofficially.
Yeah, this nigga had one.
Who knows what happened? Yeah, that's usually what it is. It'd be over some chick usually, or somebody showing you up and a group of other dudes. That's usually how that shit go. They go bad real quick. But women or teenage boys and teenage girls, that don't usually turn out good. It don't got nothing to do with race, none of that shit. That's just how it is. It's unfortunate, because all that, that's how it go. This how it go. But I just say all that to say that, man, listen, we got to be better examples to our kids, man. We really do, man. And we got to, the stuff that not just us as what we doing, but the stuff that we looking up to. We can't be getting all into these political parties. We can't be getting into these trash ass religions. We can't be getting all into these jobs with these trash ass people, idolizing people that we know ain't nothing. Bro, we just got to really idolize, look at who we putting on pedestals in our household, bro. Any man that put another man above him in his house, and your kids see that, you better be sure that the people that you're doing this with, they got some actual morals and compasses, and they got some character behind them. But that's what you're telling your kids to be like. That's what you're telling your kids to be like. So be very careful when you start doing that. So when you referencing pastors and putting them above everything, and you don't know the character of this dude, like, be careful doing that kind of stuff, bro. Like, we really got to be careful doing some of the goofy stuff we do. And we talk about Obama and Trump or whoever the man is that you want to put up above you. Be careful doing that kind of goofy stuff, bro. Because really should nobody be above your house but you. And your daddy, if you got one, You got a daddy, your daddy's actually a good person, but your dad isn't that. It shouldn't be nobody else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I definitely do agree with you. Because there are so many people like, like who actually look up to celebrities and look up to, I mean, just one of the most dumbest people. Yeah, bro. That actually makes a lot of sense for sure. I'm gonna just start looking up to Jesus, bro. That's the only person I want to look up to. just Jesus, bro. Because think about it. Inside the Bible, like whenever you see stuff about Jesus, like you only see good stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's all you see. So, matter of fact, Pittsburgh, do you actually believe in God?
I believe in God. I don't believe in any of these religions, bro. No.
What that mean though? Like what that mean? Like you believe in God, but you don't believe in religion.
I don't believe we just evolved. I don't believe we came from no monkeys. I don't believe we just came out of thin air. So there has to be a higher being. The way that man has adulterated what the higher being is, it just don't make no sense. Like when you start looking at history of some of these religions, and even those books, those Bibles or Qurans, how those books were formulated, how they went through the process of doing some of this stuff, and the translations of some of the things that they did, it all gets perverted. So that's what I say when I mean religion. And even if you wanted to believe that to the truest of the true form, when you start looking at the men that are pushing the situation, it gets all kind of tiny. I don't have no problem with people doing it. I just don't. I look at what it is for reality. I don't know how people for doing it. Yeah. And some people need that. Some people need religion. Some people need that stuff for whatever reason. So I don't look at people crazy for it. I personally just don't. I don't get down with it because I done seen too. I'm 50 now. I've seen too much. Been around too much to be up under that. So I just know better.
Okay, so let's say. Okay, so do you believe in let's say, because the Bible says thou shalt not commit adultery, like do you think that that's a part of religion, or you just think that's just what somebody like would have morals with, like would or wouldn't do, I guess? Like what you
think that's just I think that's just morality, bro. Like a lot of this is morality, and some people need those books, Quran, the Bible to teach them morality. You know what I mean? But I think, look, if you look at most people with purpose, even like, this kind of everything in America is driven off money. All the people that people worship, the men that they worship, is based off money. Most of the men, besides the internet fools that actually do real work and have real businesses, you don't see them run around doing it. With rare exceptions. You're always going to find an exception, right? But for the most part, most people who have businesses and who are legitimate, they discipline when it comes to discipline, who they hang around with, frivolously spending money, getting on the internet, doing all that crazy stuff. Like most of them people, you got to look stuff up. They're not even on the internet like that. They got a lot of discipline. Matter of fact, they so disciplined, Kev. If you look at most of them people that are uber rich, especially the men, they wear the same goddamn clothes.
Facts.
Same shirt, same pants. Why? Because they don't want to waste time doing it. They want a routine. They don't want all this random shit. They want stuff they can control. So having a bunch of random women that you can't control, it's just chaos to a person that's trying to build. It's not a good thing.
All right.
So I just don't. I think it's not a bad thing. That's why I say I don't necessarily go against it. I just don't. I know the origins of a lot of that stuff, and I don't agree with a lot of that stuff because I know where a lot of it was birthed and the perversion of a lot of that stuff. And I don't want to go into it because I don't want to break nobody's religion. But if that's what you believe in, knock yourself out. I got no problems with it. Got no quarrels with it. I do believe it's God, though. The people that are complete atheists that don't believe there's no God, I don't know how they get to that. So we just came out of nothing. We just popped up. Like, how'd that go?
Yeah.
No, I don't get that.
All right. All right.
That's kind of crazy.
All right. So Pittsburgh, I just got one last question, like about the Bible, real quick. Do you believe in the story of David and Goliath?
Nah, I don't believe in none of them stories, bro.
Yeah.
Believe in none of them stories. Nah, because okay, one question: the most of these stories happen in Africa, right? The original place of this was in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Where's David at how do you get these European names in Africa, bro? Before the Europeans was here, bro.
No, it was like David Munda or something, maybe. I don't know. Nah.
I mean, I can go deeper. That's the service level, bro. That's very simple. Like, you got no
That
answer
is
for
a
that.
European name, though, right? Yeah, David, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a European name. There weren't no Europeans. It was Africans before the Europeans. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, that's just whatever, bro. So that's part of it. It's a lot more going to it. I can go down the road, but I don't feel like somebody popping up and then I got to have a religion battle, bro. I ain't trying to do that. You believe that stuff, knock yourself out. I got no problem with it. I just don't believe in it. I think the other problem is people that take it to the extreme and they just start being atheists where they don't believe in nothing. I think that's insane. That is nuts. You are a sick individual, bro. So what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the God, like an ultimate
Like, you don't
being,
believe in nothing. Like, it's like nothing. Yes. So that is crazy, though. Like, people who just don't believe in anything. Like, you don't believe nothing. No, there's nothing. I think that we just landed here. Well, who put us here? Like, it's like it just don't make no sense. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
because think about it. They don't believe in a higher being, but they'll believe something that man wrote in a book, being their training when they go to school, their technical skill, when they do something. You believe that, right? You believe that. And we know that men lie all the time. But like we just seeing this with Fauci, with all the foolishness that he did.
Yeah.
And Fauci wasn't even no Democrat. Like, I don't even understand what these idiots keep with this thing where they think Fauci is a Democrat. They don't realize how long this man was in.
I think,
bro, he was in office all the way back from the AIDS epidemic. That's how long he been in there. When Republicans was presidents. So like, he just an opportunist, bro. He not like those people ain't no like.
So he like Joe Biden was.
Yeah, bro. They not no doggone. Bro, that guy's just an opportunist, man.
Yeah.
He ain't no political nothing. Because all them presidents from all the way from the AIDS thing all the way up until now that he been in, and he worked with all of them. He did the same nonsense to different degrees. He just got out of control with that stuff that he did. I mean, it's just documented. Yeah. So I just think he's an opportunist, bro. And that's the other thing. People get real silly when it comes to politics. They just get irrational, bro. Yes. And they get themselves all worked up, and you can't have a logical conversation. So most time I just walk away, bro. I don't see the point in it. You want to believe that? Knock yourself out, bro. I got no beef with you. That's what you want to lead your family into. Knock yourself out, bro.
All right, let me see. Faith Walks with Purpose said it starts with a personal relationship, not religion. And then she followed up and said, all principles from the Bible, the foundation is Christ. Shout out to you for coming through. I appreciate you. I remember like this was years ago, back when I used to work at Taco Bell, and the freaking like GM there, he said or whatever, like I will allow you to talk about anything, like besides these two things. And he said politics and religion, because it's a never-ending conversation. He said with those two, like it just don't stop. Somebody end up getting mad. Somebody want to fight. Somebody. I'm like, yeah, I guess that kind of does make sense. So.
Yeah, because people don't have honest conversation. Yeah, that's the problem. They're trying to have a conversation and convince you of some shit, right? They're trying to say that you're wrong with what you believe, and let me tell you why. And I must convince you that you don't know. You don't know these things that I'm going to tell you that's going to change something. They don't. It never dawns in their head that you already know these things and you've already considered them, and you say that doesn't matter to me. So I always say that if that's what you want to believe, that's fine. I got no beef with it. I'm not going to argue people's religion. If that's what you want to be, knock yourself out. If you ask me personally why I don't believe, that's a different conversation. And 99% of the time, I'm not going to go into the details of why, because I know people going to get all bent out of shape when I start saying certain stuff. If they believe these things, they're going to get in their feelings because they've been taught this from going to Sunday school when they was 9 years old, all the way up until now they're adults. So you're not going to break people. And it would be the same thing for the Muslims. Muslims just don't, people who born Muslims don't just for the most part, wake up one day and just want to be Muslims. They might have been Muslims all the way from they were 8 years old. And albeit that the Christians think that they have the ultimate religion, some of the Muslims think the same way. So you're trying to break something out of somebody who was taught that from however many years they've been learning this stuff over the years. And that's where they get their principles from. And they believe if you're not this thing, you're a horrible person. So I just leave it alone, bro. I respect everybody's religion. I don't have no problem with it. I just know that most people aren't honest about it. In politics too, people feel like if you're not on their side, that some kind of way you're misinformed. You just don't know these things. And I'm going to tell you these things, and this is what you don't know, and this is going to be it. And then they feel like they talking to you to convince you. They're not talking to you to actually have a conversation. That's not what most people do. They're dishonest. Like how you was talking about the brother that got a channel where y'all could disagree and it really will be nothing. Yeah. That's not how people talk about that. They don't talk about that like that. They talking like, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me explain it to you. That's what they talking like.
Yeah. Yep. That's a fact. Yep. Yeah, bro. Like, I used to like debate people a lot whenever it came to certain things, especially about politics. But after a while, like I just got like bored with it, because at the end of the day, like it's like the conversation really doesn't even get nowhere for real. Like, you gonna continue to believe whatever you want to believe, like, and I'm not changing either. I just be like, but by the end of it, I usually end up thinking that you are stupid anyway. Like, cause I really believe that most people that vote Democrat really are dumb, bro. Like, I really believe that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They dumb. The Fauci thing proves it, Kev. You know how many people contact me and be like, yo, man, you see your boy Fauci, how they trying to do him wrong? I'm like, all right, man. No. Yeah, that's how you feel. No problem. Then that boy don't say nothing. They'll hit me with a text. Like, listen, man, don't bother me about this. Because when I send you some actual proof of what was happening, you're just going to ignore it. That's all that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't got no proof. So I look it up and I send it to him. Oh, that's just an opinion piece. All right, bro. See what I mean? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You can send them an intelligence report from the Security Council. They had an intelligence report that same lab in Wuhan had an outbreak from COVID, where they were studying COVID 3 weeks before the outbreak, and 3 of those scientists got sick, and they documented it. They put it in an intelligence briefing. So that's not a speculation. That actually happened. It's not maybe that happened. So the idea that Fauci is running around talking about some doggone wet markets and some bats or whatever nonsense he's talking about, he knew that was bullshit. They all knew that was bullshit. So you think that intelligence briefing just went up into the air? They took the time to put it into a document and nobody read the shit? Like, come on, bro. And we funded that lab too, which we shouldn't have funded.
Yeah.
Because look, this is the thing. It's not even, the thing is that they had this thing, and people can look this up. This is a fact. They had something called gain of function. Gain of the laundry detergent of function. Yeah. That's what it's called. That means that you're altering you're altering stuff in the lab, cells, whatever. That's not something that the United States government wanted. They stopped that at one point, and they have a very narrow definition of what gain of function is. Dr. Fauci and his people try to do a slick way of what they define gain of function is to allow some of these programs to go forward. That's part of the problem, because HHS, which is the Human Health Services, they fund all their research. But by them funding the research, they have to do it in laboratories. We don't necessarily do it in laboratories in the United States. So 85% of that money goes abroad. So if you're giving out money, 85% across the world, for them to do all these different research and all these different programs, and you're letting them alter this stuff, and that particular lab wasn't reporting back what they were doing with correct information, you're just opening yourself up to Pandora's box. Should not be doing that kind of stuff. That should be in a very controlled and limited space, and we didn't do that. We lost all the guardrails to do that kind of stuff. And Fauci and them knew that, because they shut that program down between 2014 and 2017 because they had a bunch of outbreaks. They had an Ebola outbreak. They had a measles outbreak, all from lab generated shit. So they knew how dangerous that shit was. So they shut that shit down for like 3 years. They came back with a definition of what it is, and then we got to all the way to the point of that. So no, all that should have never happened. Then the man just lied about it's so much stuff he lied about. That's just the big part. We shouldn't even been there. They ain't even touching this fool getting on TV talking about he ain't got nothing to do with shutdowns and schools being closed when he on the phone calling mayors and governors, and now they got his personal his diary that they got off the server where he saying that he talked to Bellagio and these people. Like it's so much stuff that he did and he's allowed to do. And the sad thing right now, Kev, I don't even really care about it right now, because guess what? The Republicans don't have 60 votes. They need 60 plus votes to put him as contempt and turn over to the Department of Justice. They don't have that. So at best, they could just hold him in contempt, which with nothing. That's all they can do. And they know he knows that. They know that. He got a pardon. They can't, like, for him to have a pardon and be pleading the Fifth Amendment is crazy, bro. Like, that's fucking nuts. So, I mean, whatever, bro. But people going to defend it to the end. So, I mean, whatever, bro. You just can't fix stupid. People just willfully ignorant when it comes to certain stuff. And they don't see a big deal. They don't see that people lost their jobs because of mandates. They don't see people got kicked out of the military because of mandates. People weren't allowed to enroll their kids into certain schools because they wouldn't put their kids to get the vaccines because of mandates. Like people don't see any of this stuff being a problem. And I'll tell you this part too, Kev. When I looked this stuff up like a couple weeks ago, did you know that the CDC and the FDA, they have a nonprofit organization that's attached to both sides. So the CDC has it's called the CDC Foundation, where corporations and individuals can donate money to the CDC, which you're not supposed to be able to do because it's a branch of the government. So they figured out a slick way to do it. You can look it up. It's called the CDC Foundation, and they have to file a paperwork to show who's giving what. So you can see who gave what over what period of time. So the whole thing that they do a lot of slick stuff. All this stuff does, people who actually look into this stuff, it just makes people distrust government. Because you see how crooked this stuff is.
Yeah.
You really see how crooked it is.
Yeah, that's a fact. Remember this right here, Pittsburgh? Watch this.
All right. See you later. The people in America are not settled with the information that's been given to us right now.
So I'm not going to be lining up taking a shot or a vaccination for something that wasn't clear in the first place. And then you all create a shot in miraculous time. It takes years to create vaccination.
Well, it used to take years. Okay, it used to. You know how many years were invested in this approach? About 20 years of science to get us to be able to do it. 20 years is not enough, and 9 months is definitely not enough for nobody to be taking no vaccination that you all came up with.
The only reason I'm talking to you right now, as close as we are, is that I've been vaccinated.
Right.
But if it allows thousands of people like you don't get vaccinated, you're going to let this virus continue to percolate in this country and in this world.
Something like the common flu then, right?
And not
it's
like
much more
serious
than the flu. Well, the flu kills a lot of people annually too. You know how many people died of the flu the last year? I mean, not this year, virtually none, but the previous year, about 20 to 30,000. You know how many people have died from COVID-19 in the United States? 600,000 Americans. Well, the number that you all giving that died, that's once again, that's you all's number.
You gonna pass?
Yeah, definitely. Because when you start talking about paying people to get vaccinated, when you start talking about incentivizing things to get people vaccinated, there's something else going on with that. Something else going on.
It is something going on with
something
it.
else.
You're right. But I'm glad millions of people like me and most everybody here didn't get an incentive. You know what their incentive was? Protecting their health and protecting the city. But I won't keep you anymore.
It's okay, because
Let's give this brother a round of applause. Bro, I did not take that at all. Nigga, I was laying in the hospital. I literally had almost died. And nigga, I still said that I'm not taking it, bro. Whenever the information comes out like and it just sound funny, I'm like, nah, man. You know what? I'd much rather go without. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. Like, and you know that us niggas like that, we don't trust like the government like that. No way. You know what I'm saying? But not unless if there is a Democrat that actually comes out and say, hey man, you know what, whatever, take the shot. Then niggas will definitely sign up. But I was like, nah, I'm cool on that, bro. I'm cool.
Yeah, they definitely did some stuff, bro. And that's the problem. Like, we had some folks early on pass away in my family from the COVID, right? And then when they did it early, when you passed away early, if you got sick with the COVID, once you went in the hospital, nobody else was allowed to go. So your wife, say if you was married, your wife went in, they didn't let you go in there. So I remember one of my cousins, his wife went in there early, like within like the first, like early in the summer. She passed. She was in the hospital. He wasn't allowed to go in there. He only could drop her off. He was only allowed to FaceTime her at a certain point. And then when she passed, they had a hard time finding a funeral home that would accept the body.
Right.
And then they was putting the restrictions in the funeral home. They were trying to, but how many people could go and all of that kind of craziness. It's a bunch of craziness, bro. It just, I don't know, man. That whole thing that they did was insane, and it wasn't enough information that they were pumping out, and they knew a lot of this stuff early because they was acting like it was. See, look, and then the other thing they did is they acted like it was a surface disease. So they was talking about gloves and masks, and they knew it was an airborne disease.
Yeah.
They knew it was an airborne disease, and that wasn't even. I don't know. It's crazy, man.
And then I remember, have you ever seen that documentary that is called Died Suddenly? You know what? I probably shouldn't even be talking about this on here, but anyways, whatever. We already here now, but there was a documentary that was called Died Suddenly, like, and it would follow I think they call like morticians or something like that. Like around that time, like whenever they had started rolling out this whole like COVID or whatever vaccine. And they was like, yo, like there's been so many people that has been coming in, like that have just been like dropping dead. But these people are dying not from COVID, like it is from blood clots, whatever. Like, and they was like, yo, like we've never seen nothing like this before. Like they would get these people in there, like, and they would look like perfectly healthy and fine. And then out of nowhere, they would just like drop dead, right? And so what it was like was that it was turning like their blood just like really, really thick, like to where it was like a milkshake type of stuff. Bro, that documentary is insane, bro. I mean, crazy. Like you be seeing these people and it's like, dang, bro, like this nigga was like, he wasn't an athlete, you know what I'm saying? Like he was outside like with his kids. Like they was documenting or whatever, right? NBA G League players like who had just like died on like the court, and I mean just all type of stuff, right? Soccer players falling out like after they had got the shot, newscasters, bro. Like that documentary is insane, bro. I wish like that I could actually pull it up on here, but on YouTube they ended up like taking it off or whatever. But yeah, but that documentary is crazy. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to go look that up.
Yeah, like you can find it, like you know, it's definitely out there. You know what I mean? I can't remember the actual site, but bro, that documentary is crazy.
Yeah. Well, remember how they did your boy Kyrie Irving? Remember how they was on Kyrie behind that, man, talking about just like he was the worst person in the world, and he didn't publicly say anything. He didn't tell nobody not to do it. He just wanted to go do it. And they just got so pissed off that he wouldn't do it. He never said anything against the damn shot or nothing. He never said he wasn't gonna take it. He just ignored it. He just said he just didn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be your right to do it. Like I took it, my wife took it, but that should be your right and your choice to do it. People forcing you to do shit. That's not what we supposed to be doing in this fucking country, bro.
Exactly. America was not built on that, bro. Whenever I see that American flag, bro, freedom mean everything to me. Nigga, I got freedom of choice. I got freedom to do whatever the hell I want to do inside of this country. Like it don't matter if that is legal or illegal, nigga. But I got freedom, nigga. You know, freedom of choice.
Yeah, don't make me do it, bro. And the other part too, like you see with that whole shot and the COVID thing, you just see how people, even now, when all this stuff come out now, where these people is clearly lying, bro. Like even though I took it, I didn't know that these people look at the time. A lot of doctors was coming out and say, "Hey, they got turbo cancers." And like, nah, that don't exist. That's some internet term. Look up turbo cancer now. Now it exists. Meaning you get cancer and you already at stage 4.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, so yes. Didn't have that before COVID. That didn't exist. That was they called that internet nonsense. Now they got plenty of documented cases of turbo cancers that exists. Like, look, even and see the way they did the vaccine, and they want to tell how great it is, this, that, and the third. Look, we got something called peptides. I don't know if you're familiar with what peptides are, Kev, but peptides is like your GLP-1s, your insulin. That's a peptide. So they've had peptides and they've been proven. I think it's like a couple hundred they got. And some of them are approved. Most of them are not approved at all. They won't even do trials on humans. The reason why is because they isolated one of those DNA sequences down to like figure out prostate cancer, breast cancer, and some other stuff. And they were going to use some peptides to clear it. But they wanted to patent the DNA, the genome. So they took it to court, and the judge and them told them, no, you can't patent the DNA. So the doggone drug company said, no, we're just not going to research. We're not going to put no money into it. I had to look. Let me look the case up. Put a look case up. If you're going to look at this shit, you'd be like, nah, this motherfucker lying, bro. You look at this shit, you're going to be like, what in the entire fuck is this, dog? Like,
okay.
What is going on, man? Motherfuckers on some craziness, man. These people, if it ain't about no money, they don't care, Kev.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Hey, money like rules everything now. It's crazy.
They don't care. It's a very famous case that they had where they did that, and the drug companies kind of sat back because remember now the GLP-1s, those are all peptides. Insulin is a peptide, and we have probably like 300,000 peptides in our body, and to what's being known, we only use a couple hundred, and like the few that they'll let you use from getting to your doctor and get the prescription for it ain't a lot of. The rest of that stuff is gray market or black market, meaning the same lab that makes the GLP-1, they can't make the other one. Because they won't test it. They won't test it. They won't test it because they know that it's actually healthy for you. And at some point it was, and they removed some of them probably like 10 years ago. They used to have a clinical use for them. They had an outbreak where like one of the labs had something going on where it was dirty. So this one lab had something was going on. I think some people died, like 20, 30 people died. And then they pulled all the doggone peptides. I mean, all of them.
Yo, Pittsburgh, hold on. Pittsburgh, bro, you got me over here tripping right now. Bro, why have I not heard of this turbo cancer? Bro, I'm over here looking at, bro, this is a real thing.
I told you, dog. Hey, I never brought you no lies. I never brought you no lies, dog.
Bro, I'm over here looking at something. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Nigga, this is crazy.
Told you, dog. And look at the dates of those articles. They're all after COVID. Now, you see nothing previous to COVID where they admit to this. And even when COVID was going on, they're like, nah, they just making that up. They're just, those are quack doctors. That ain't real.
Wow. Hold on, wait. Let me hold on. Let me pull this video up real quick. Nigga, this is insane, bro. I'm like, hold on, wait, turbo cancer. Nigga. Let me see this.
Welcome back, everybody, to Just the News, No Noise. Since the beginning of the pandemic, the government and mainstream media push the narrative that everybody, regardless of health status, should take the COVID vaccine, claiming that it was safer and more reliable than natural immunity. But a new Stanford research affirms a well-documented study linking the mRNA vaccine to myocarditis in healthy young people. So the full story is yet to come out. So joining us now to discuss this and more, including the latest on the New World screwworm, world-renowned doctor and chief scientific officer at the wellness company, Dr. Peter McCullough. Sir, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
This is something you have been saying for a very long time. We started seeing young people, young men in particular, dropping dead on the soccer field, dropping dead at the gym, dropping dead.
Bro, that documentary, like whenever they start talking about that, whenever they start talking about this though, inside of the documentary, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like you had niggas or whatever, right? Mamas and stuff coming on there. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, you know, like we went and we had got the vaccine and, you know, like, and he was fine. And all of a sudden one day he just dropped dead. Like, dang. But anyways, let me get back to the turbo cancer.
Walking around their neighborhoods, and a lot of folks like you called this out. Now we are finally learning the truth. It's got to feel good for you.
Truth is coming forward. It was either clinical or subclinical COVID vaccine myopericarditis, little inflammation and scar areas in the heart that are the trigger for lethal heart rhythms. I think most of the danger is past, although I do, have concerns about people who continue to take boosters. Recently out on Focal Point Substack, we have a very accurate calculation of who's taking boosters in the United States. The number is still 31 million Americans, or 8.9%, still taking boosters.
That's ridiculous, bro. This COVID thing has been over. Well, okay. Like, so I want to say over, but it hasn't been as big of a threat for years. And niggas is still out here lining up to go and take booster shots. Yep. People is on their 16th booster shot and still out here believing that they need more.
How many? 16? They got 16 booster shots?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Niggas in line to take their 16 booster shot. Bro, and these pharmaceutical companies, bro, they should be ashamed of themselves. They are here preying on these people, and I feel so bad for all the elderly people, because elderly people, like, they just whatever, right, do whatever they doctor say. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I think that you really need this shot or something like that. Bro, this ain't nothing but about some money, bro. This ain't nothing but money. Nothing but money. A booster shot. Nigga, what do I need a booster shot for?
Well, it's like the flu shot.
I ain't never heard about no booster shot for getting no damn measles. I ain't never heard no booster shot like whenever it comes to right, chicken pox. Nigga, I ain't never. Go ahead, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they got them for the flu. But the problem with the booster shots, unless you got that specific strand, that booster ain't gonna do you no good. You gotta have the specific strand of the flu for the booster for the flu to actually work. Like, it ain't gonna do you no good. Same thing with that. Hey, look, Kev, I put the DNA one in the court case with the DNA.
Okay.
Where they isolated down. You can look that up. That's the name of the court case. They isolated now the actual strand of DNA that causes certain cancers, from prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, and I think breast cancer. And then the drug companies went to the Supreme Court because they wanted to patent this DNA, because they wanted to make a drug for it, but they didn't want to make a drug for it that they couldn't have control over.
Wow.
So they wanted to patent the DNA, and the Supreme Court said no. And ever since then, they like, well, fuck it, did. I ain't gonna patent it. Yeah. I ain't gonna pay nobody. Fuck it, did. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, man, like they know a lot of stuff about a lot of things because of the DNA. Now, are they gonna do it and make profit off of it? That's a whole nother thing. They can't make no money. They ain't trying to do it.
Yeah, facts. Bro, I don't believe that the actual like medical system is really interested in curing anybody. Because you make way too much money off off of sick people. Like you just make way too much money off of it. When you sick, nigga, that is whenever the dollars come pouring in. If everybody healthy, nigga, like they don't need you. Like, what do we need?
Well, how can they care about our health when our food is all fucked up?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Like
That is a fact.
I don't care how much you try to go to the gym and all that. Even eating healthy is an obstacle depending on where you live at, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't
Yeah.
easy to eat healthy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's obvious shit you shouldn't do, but like when you get down to the core of it, certain stuff you just don't have in your diet no more. So you have to take supplements because the food is shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's what it is.
And I love Donald Trump, man. I do. But some of the decisions that this nigga has been making, like whenever it comes to food and stuff like that, bro, you know that he had made it like to where you can't sue any of these like food companies no more, bro. Like if anything happened, like I believe that like this called like Monsanto or something like that. He made it like to where they can't be sued. So it's like Roundup shit is so toxic, bro. It's like pesticides are a huge problem, bro. They are a major problem. And he made it like to where you can't even sue him, bro. Like that's man, Donald Trump. I just don't know what he was thinking whenever it came to that, bro. I have no idea.
Well, I don't think we'll ever get a president that's gonna go against the food company. Think about it. The FDA is the first word of that is food. Food and drug. How did the Food and Drug Administration get wrapped together, bro? Think about what they did.
Yeah.
Think of how powerful that is for everybody to tell you it's the Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah.
And guess what they can do?
Drug. What's that?
Food and drugs is wrapped up together. And so let's say you made lettuce and you had the healthiest lettuce ever. Yeah. All they gotta do is keep respecting you, because the other or let's say chicken. Let's say you had the healthiest chicken around and you was Tyson Foods competitor, but you was smaller than them. All Tyson Foods had to do was pick up the phone call and call what's his name, Robert Kennedy, and say, "Hey man, I need you to look into this chicken place." What you think? They're gonna find everything under the sun that you did wrong to get you shut down.
Crazy.
That's what's gonna happen. So you can't go against them because it's too much money. Remember, they made Oprah get on TV and apologize with that whole mad cow stuff. She was saying mad cow. Remember, she got sued.
Oh yeah.
They took her ass to court.
Yeah.
And they love Oprah because she usually carried that water. She said all the bullshit, but she fucked around and said mad cow. And then you notice after she got sued, the news wouldn't even say mad cow no more. They called it something else. I forgot what they called that shit.
Yeah,
but they got mad power.
Yo, because wasn't the mad cow disease like whenever they like feed like a dead cow to another cow or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, it was something with one cow being fucked up and it fucked up all the other cows or something crazy. I forgot how it went. Something like that. But remember, we had the I graduated high school in '94. When I was a little kid, like 8, 9, all up until probably close to high school, we had the food pyramid, bro.
Yeah.
And that's got to be the worst piece of bullshit propaganda ever, bro. That came from the FDA. That came from the Food and Drug Administration.
Wow.
And they telling us we need milk and cheese, bro. You don't need no milk. You don't need no milk. Milk is for cows, bro. It's for no damn humans.
Yeah.
So
and you know, like the crazy. Well, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No. Like, so I was just gonna say, like that. I can't even drink like that. I can't even drink like cow's milk like that. Like I can't just sit there and drink a glass of milk. I can't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, if it is in something like to where I can't really taste it for real, like then I will eat it. But just sit there and just like drink some milk, nah, I can't do it, bro.
Cow's milk. But think about it. What other animal drink another animal's milk?
They don't.
You see what it be? Like how crazy that is?
Yeah.
We just had a bunch of it. We had a bunch of cheese and we had a bunch of milk. They made this dumbass pyramid to get rid of American products that we had here to push it. And then they put it in our food system. So they send it to one of the most major food systems they can, 2 of them. the school system and the prisons. They made that the basis of how they fed the kids and how they fed the prisons. And that's big business. So they kept that rolling. And they got the money from those food corporations and they sent it into politics. So they didn't have to have those silos that was filled up with cheese. They have all these cows with milk, and then the cows was a double entity. They got rid of the milk, plus they got the meat. So they did it twice. They made twice off of that.
Yeah.
Before that, nobody was doing that. And the ones that do it, that's why that Kobe beef is so expensive, because even if they do kill the cows, they don't do it like how we do it, bro. Like in that mass taking that they do. They don't do that craziness.
Yeah.
You ever had a Kobe beef before, Kev? You ever had Kobe beef?
No, no. No, I don't think so. Nah.
Different beefs that taste different, man. It's softer, it's moist.
Yo, but I thought that Kobe beef, isn't that like isn't it like a Japanese or something like that? I could be tripping. I don't know. So okay. So it is Japanese beef. Yeah.
It's the way that they feed them. They feed them grass. They don't feed them a bunch of feed and stuff. And even the way that they get rid, they kill them is just way different. So
oh wow. Like so probably they sit there and torture them how we do over here in America. Man, we be on. Yeah, what was the name of that? Was it something cow or something? They had one of them movies, one of them documentaries like that, where I seen how they was killing the cows. Cowspiracy.
Yeah.
Cowspiracy.
Man.
Yeah. That was actually a really good documentary though. Cowspiracy, that was a good one. Yeah, but it was messed up though, like just how them cows was getting treated, bro. They was in there, man, beating on them, and I mean just doing all type of wild stuff. Like, dang.
We be wild
in their butt and all type of stuff. Yeah, man.
That and the chickens.
Us Americans
they had a few
ain't shit.
We ain't shit, bro. They had a couple of them chickens too, bro, where they go into them silos and they show you how they do the chickens, bro. They do the chickens even worse. They have so many of them in the silo, they die and they have to like come in there and push them to make them move just to see if any of them are dead on the ground. They're making them grow so fast, their legs can't even support the weight, man. They be, man, our food stuff is crazy, bro. It's just it's insane.
Yeah, bro. The American food system is terrible, and that is one of the reasons why we are the sickest country within the entire world, bro. You got niggas over there in raggedy Africa that actually eat better than us, bro. In raggedy old Africa. But then again, Africa does have a lot of like more natural things that we don't have. Like they have like fruit trees and stuff like that's just growing out in like the middle of like the woods and like you know what I'm saying? Like Africa is just so resource heavy, so they can just walk outside and just can pick out an apple or whatever. But go ahead.
Well, they don't have no food stamps either, kid.
That is true. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they ain't got no food stamps to just go and buy a bunch of whatever you want and nobody say nothing to you. They can't. So they got to be careful what they buying and they being very cautious of what they buying. They just remember they was fighting with them about taking cereal and sugary drinks and stuff out. People was fighting with them about that crap.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the obesity has something to do with the food that we consuming, but why is American tax dollars paying for that kind of craziness? Cereal is not something we should be ever paying for. No cereal at all, ever in life. Milk, we should never pay for that crap ever in life.
Yeah. Now listen, bro, I definitely do agree with you. Like, if you on food stamps, bro, like you don't need to be buying Hot Pockets, like Oreos. Y'all need to be eating nutritious food, because it is a fact that whenever you eat a whole bunch of junk food, like that, it makes you just want to eat more junk or something like that. Like y'all need to be eating whole foods and chicken and broccoli, rice, kiwis, oranges, apples, grapes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, nigga. You do not need to be buying Cheetos. So.
Well, Kev, you know, most of the people that do the Whole Foods and eat healthy, they say they eat to live. Opposed to us, we live to eat. We live to eat. We like to taste the stuff.
That is a
You know what I mean? That's why that GLP-1 stuff works, because not only is it, look, it's helping you fight two things. It's helping put up that mental barrier that people can't get, where it's telling you that you got to do this thing. So some people, after they eat a meal, they got to get a dessert in their brain.
Yeah.
Or in their brain. They got to get a beer in their brain. That's just automatic. They don't feel like they're right unless. So the GLP-1 deprograms you away from that.
Yeah.
But,
well, go ahead. My bad. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Nah, but I'll say but it should never get to that point, because when you look, most kids in high school get the free lunch, right? What's on the free lunch? The chocolate milk, some kind of sugary, some kind of like dessert or some bullshit on there. Like the free lunch ain't none of that good, bro. Nothing on there. It's like really good that you gonna eat. Let's say like they might have some good stuff, but kids ain't eating that bullshit. Kids ain't eating no broccoli. They ain't eating that, so they eating the bullshit.
Yep, that's a fact. They eating the pizza, they eating the chicken nuggets, all that, whatever. They're not eating none of that other stuff. Yeah.
Nah, so they need to have better, healthier. Like that, bro. I don't know, bro. It's just like they don't care, bro. And then, like, cause a lot of the ailments we have in this is dope. It's because we overweight. And when you get overweight, you get inflammation in your stomach. You get inflammation in your joints. It's just you got problems because of the weight. Most of our issues are we're overweight. You lose the weight, you lose majority of those problems. But that's not how the medical system works. It works on treating on the symptoms that they know are caused by you being overweight. They don't want to fix that. They want to fix the symptoms of you being overweight. So now you got gout because you're overweight. They treating gout. They ain't treating your overweightness. You got arthritis because you're overweight. They ain't treating overweightness. They still treating arthritis. Like they treating everything but the problem.
Yeah, just like, and most doctors, like, bro, I think that doctors should be able to give out or whatever, right, gym membership like prescriptions, bro, or something. You know what I mean? Like I write you a prescription to go to Planet Fitness on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Nigga, you need to get your big ass. You know what I'm saying? Like there need to be something. Yeah, because like most people are just fat. You know what I mean? Like and look at me, nigga. Look, I'm fat. Hey, but go ahead.
I think it's 70% of our population is overweight, bro. In America,
that's a fact.
I think it's about 70, if not more. I want to say it's 70. I could be wrong, but I want to say 70% of our population is overweight, and not by a little bit. Like they 30% overweight or more.
Yo, but you want to hear something crazy though, bro? So I actually had bought that GLP-1 stuff just so I could try it out, right? But I still have not used it, bro. It's been sitting in my refrigerator for like a good month and a half. I still got it, bro. It's just sitting in there. I'm scared to use it for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Which one? Well, it's only good for probably like 2-3 months. Once it's formulated, it's already mixed. It's already like it's not a powder, right?
Nah, it ain't a powder. It's a liquid.
It's a liquid. So yeah, it's probably only good for 3 months. Like I take peptides. That's a formulation of a peptide, and that's usually the base. So like they have peptides that help you do all kind of things outside of the weight loss. But really, anybody who really knows a little bit about that, do research on this, plenty of information out there. You got to start with the weight thing, right? You got to start with the weight, and weight is going to be your trigger to make you feel better, look better. Besides the look, it helps with a lot of different things, and those things actually work. The thing is not the peptide itself; it's the formulation of getting the right dosage. That's usually where the issue comes. Because some people take too much and then they have gas. They be like, "Oh, I can't deal with the gas, so let me go get back to my double Whopper with cheese." Forget that.
Right. Yeah.
It's gonna be some discomfort, bro. You can't, like, the way any diet works, you can't have it all, bro. If you're gonna have to give up something to get something back, so you're gonna have to have some displeasure to gain. Like I don't understand people's rationale where everything got to taste good, everything got to be good. Like, no, bro, that's not. Then it would be a diet. If that was what it was, then what you was doing would have worked. That ain't how that worked.
Yeah.
So no, man. I mean, if I was you, Kevin, just look up in your local area, man. You should have like a wellness center or something around you.
Yeah.
Try one of the wellness centers out. They usually have free consultations.
Yeah.
You know, and they do all that stuff there. So at best, you know what you do at best? It's not no medical advice, but this is what I would do personally because I've done it before, and I get my blood work done every couple months.
Okay.
You need to get your blood work done.
Yeah.
It's blood work done. If you got insurance, go through your insurance. Go to your doctor. Tell them you want to get all your blood work done, including your testosterone. You have to include the testosterone. And usually your insurance will pay for one per year, the majority of it. And it's either going to be Quest Diagnostic or I forgot the other company, but usually it's Quest. And then once you do it through Quest, you could get the information online. You could drop that right into you go back to your doctor and you can drop that right into your Chat GPT or whatever the fuck it is. And then you can take that that GLP-1 you got in there and you put your height, weight, your blood work in there and you can get some doses off of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know a girl, bro, she lost like 125 pounds, bro. Like, and she was kind of big for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. She like a completely different person now. And she lost like 125 pounds in, I want to say like 11 months or something like that. Like, and my thing is this, right? Because I used to be an athlete, right? Like, so I know how to actually lose the weight. I just been being lazy, bro. Like whenever you start getting fat, it's like, bro, like you don't have the same type of motivation that you once had. Like I'm like, bro, I don't even feel like doing nothing for it. Which that's not good either. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I do need to do something though, nigga. I was in church, nigga, yesterday, and my mama had basically called me fat, nigga, like in front of everybody. I'm like, dang, nigga, like because my mama had never, like, she never had seen me this big before, so she like, like, bro, like you need to lose some weight, nigga, like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, but if you got insurance, they'll pay for that stuff, though, Kev. Like, if you got insurance, they'll pay for those peptides, and you just pay a small copay.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them, the times you're gonna take one. Like you might take a GLP-1, plus you'll take another one. You know, and those two things, like one of them might just be for overall weight, and one of them might be for visceral fat.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get your weight down, then you know it is what it is, and that stuff it helps with not just you losing the weight, it helps to the where your brain doesn't get that dopamine hit every time that you eat food that you get now.
Right.
So it reprograms you, and over time, you know, you figure some stuff out. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Diets are hard, bro. I don't know why people be acting like diets. If diets was so easy, GLP-1s will be flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
Like that. That's just, I don't know. That's not real. That some of the stuff that people be acting like diets are so easy. No, they're not. They're not easy. And everybody has different struggles. Some people drink too much alcohol and beer. Some people like sugar a lot. Some people like salt a lot. Like people have different addictions and things that they can't shake. And I don't know nobody. Like I eat sweets. I don't drink. I don't do no drugs. I eat sweets, and I had to taper that back. I had to taper that back because I know once I get past a certain size, then I can tell the difference. You always can feel it. You always can feel it. If you can't, you lying to yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
you lying to yourself, bro.
Which one do you take?
Well, I'm in a different phase. I didn't have that much weight to lose when I started doing it. I probably had like 15 pounds to lose.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have no ton of weight to lose. I'm probably I'm 6'1", like 215 right now.
Okay.
So I'm not huge. At the time I was taking, I was like a little bit over 230. So I didn't have that much to lose. But it was the time I was taking it, a couple weeks I took it was tesamorelin. I believe that's for visceral fat. And trizepatide, that's for like a GLP-1.
Yeah, that right there is what I have. So I got the trizepatide.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's like more. It's they call it Mounjaro or something like that. That's a really good one.
Yeah,
that's a knockoff of Mounjaro or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah,
that one does a little bit of everything. It helps hardwire your brain the right way. It's a good one.
Yeah, but I've been.
You just got to get dosages right.
Yeah, for sure. I've been seeing a lot of real good stories about it. You know, just from people that I know that have actually used it. Like, man, they be talking to me. I'm like, bro, this nigga seem like a totally different person now.
Yeah, because he feel better, bro. He ain't got all that. He got all that weight on him. He can move around. Hey, bro, you get past a certain age, bro. If Janet Jackson at her peak was bent over, stretched across the bed, bro, you know you probably got a good 2 minutes in you, dog. After that, it's over, dog.
Shit, nigga, like 30 seconds, nigga, I'm out of there. No, I'm sorry.
2 minutes, they might have to have the ambulance ready for you to go, dog. So you kind of everything don't work. When you get too big, dog, everything start. And some people be like, "No, I'm big bone." No, you eat wrong. You change the diet, bro. That's an excuse, bro. Yeah,
you just fat, nigga. That's exactly what that means.
Yeah, I'm fat shaming. No, I'm not fat shaming. I'm being realistic, dog. You need to stop bullshit. Like, and that's the other thing, man. As Americans, we bullshit ourselves so much, dog. We lie to ourselves so much, bro. Like, look, we'll be like, I'm just big boned, knowing that you eat wrong fucking food. I ain't gonna go back to school, but you know how to use YouTube, StreamYard, every other app in the world, but you don't want to learn how to do shit. Like some of the shit we be lying to ourselves all the time, bro. I don't know why we do it. We trick ourselves like this. I don't know what this thing is that we do and why we keep doing it.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely a fact. Yeah, man. I think it's like mindset, bro. Like niggas' mindset don't be in the right place.
Yeah, but if you got that stuff, Kev, you got probably like another month and a half to use it. You got 1 vial or 2? How many vials you got?
I got 1 vial in there, which I'm actually supposed to pay for the next one. Like they had tried to take it out the other day, like, but I had locked my card up, whatever, and I was like, man, nah, man, like I want to pay for that shit again, especially like I didn't want to overnight pay for it again, like you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Ever since I didn't use the other one yet, so I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to keep on paying for this, bro. Like, so yeah. Yeah, but I don't know though, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely thinking.
Well, get your blood work done, Kev. Does your insurance pay for your blood work once a year?
Yeah. Get
your blood work done. Schedule up. Get your blood work done.
Yeah.
And then figure it out from there, dog. You don't want to blindly take nothing, dog. You want to get your blood work done and then work off of that. You just going off some internet niggas. That ain't what you want to do. You want to get your blood work. Because once you get all your blood work, it'll tell you.
Yeah, because niggas on the internet, boy, they make everything to sound good. A nigga on the internet, boy, they can make cancer sound good, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it ain't that bad. You be all right.
Man, I take peptides though, Kev. I mix them. Like if you get them off, some of that stuff you can't get it from a pharmacy. You got to get it from Gray Market, and it comes in a powder form. And then you have to shoot water, like a bacterial water that's with alcohol, and shake it up in a vial, and you shoot your stuff with it. But it comes like that because those labs aren't allowed to mix it because they disallowed it. Because that's that whole FDA game that they have. Some of that stuff they know it works. Like tesamorelin, when I was telling you for visceral fat, that's one that you can get formulated from the pharmacy, but its sole purpose is for AIDS patients. That's the purpose of that was. Yeah, because it gets rid of visceral fat, and they wanted to do that for the AIDS patients because they take that medicine, they blow up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So that keeps that gets them down. That's the original purpose of that. So you can get that from CVS got that. You get that from any lab. Yeah. But some of the stuff you can't get. Like I know you heard of BBC 157. You heard of that, right?
Nah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, that's the one for your joints. It's supposed to help you heal. Because all the studies they did was with rats. So this is the study. They have a study with rats where they tore up one of the tendons of the rats, and they shot it with BBC 157, and I think it's TB 500. Those are the 2 peptides. They call that the Wolverine stack because it helps you recover. Well, over a certain period of time, that rat supposedly his tendon re-healed itself. But they haven't done any studies with humans. They won't do any studies with humans because they're not going to make any money off it. So people like me who do enough research and are willing to take the risk, you'll buy from Gray Market, where you buy those and they send them to you in the powder form. You still get those, even the ones you're talking about, you can get those fairly cheap off of those too. But the difference is that those labs are off-book labs. You have to trust that their process is good, that they're formulating what they're telling you to formulate, and they're testing it, and it's the sterile environment. That's what you're trusting in. You get it from CVS or whatever, you don't think that, you don't even have to worry about, was this shit made in somebody's kitchen? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't even think about
right.
that shit. So that's the risk that you play. So that's the difference. But nah, get your blood work, Kevin, and then work off of that, bro. But don't let that shit go bad. It's not gonna go bad. It just won't have the, once it go past so many months, it won't have its potency.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pay for it already. Cause I went to a wellness clinic first, and I think they charged me, I want to say I paid $1,800 for them couple of peptides.
18?
After that, 18, they hit me with the 18. After that, I was like, man, damn, this shit kind of work. But let me see if I can get this shit cheaper, because I want to do it, but I don't want to pay these motherfuckers though $1,800. Because I know I had C's for 6 weeks. I can't afford to pay motherfuckers $1,800 every 6 weeks of this shit.
Yeah,
so
for
man,
real.
I did a lot of research for that month and a half.
What you had went on Craigslist, nigga, and found you somebody that's
Nah, it's a website I use. So I ain't gonna say it on here because I don't want to sponsor nobody. But
yeah. Nah, hey, but listen, look, put it in the private chat though. Put in a private chat if you don't mind.
Yeah, because that one is pretty cheap.
Okay.
You do your you get your glucose on, and you can get whatever you want. And then what you got to do, if you get it from like a place like that, it's gonna come not formulated, so it's gonna be a powder.
Okay.
You have to buy it's called BAC water. It's got alcohol in it. So once you mix it, if it's got the alcohol in it, it'll rest, and you can keep that for up to I think 3 months in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And you want the one with the alcohol in it. Yeah, you want the one with, so you're gonna buy whatever peptide you're looking. Say you want to test testosterone, you buy that, and then you're gonna buy like a vial of that BAC water. And they usually have way more than enough that you need anyway. So you can kind of formulate it anyway. It's just plenty of tutorials on the internet. It ain't really complicated. But if you're gonna buy that stuff, like man, that could run you out quick. Because when that motherfucker say 1,800, I was like, God damn.
Yeah. You're like, boy, y'all crazy, nigga. 1,800?
18 bands. I was like, she's like, yeah, but this testosterone, it's really going to, and she wasn't lying. That shit did, man, that visceral body fat shit around your stomach, man, I get shit ate it up quick. Motherfucker wasn't lying.
Yeah, see, I need to find that too, though. And what's that called? Testosterone?
Yeah, testosterone. That's the one. Okay. So you got the tirzepatide and you got the testosterone for the visceral fat.
Yeah, because go ahead, my bad. Dang.
Well, it depends. Like, so if you get your blood work, like, okay, so that's why you got to get your blood work. Go, call your insurance, see if they're gonna pay for your blood work. Get your blood work done. Take that panel from your blood work. If you don't want to go to a doctor, then I mean, you can always use other resources. You know what I mean? You got all kind of AI and all kind of shit, and because now you got actual height, weight, and then you got your whole blood thing, so your liver, everything. Your test levels. It'll show everything in there. So you can take that information and you kind of optimize what you're trying to do with the peptides. But most of it, once you start losing the weight, you get into optimal body. A lot of that stuff will disappear anyways. That's just common sense. A lot of stuff will disappear.
Right. Yeah.
So you got to get the blood work, and you want to do it after too, just to make sure that you're in healthy range. You just want to do that, because what happens is people will do it, they'll crash down, they'll lose all the weight, and then they blow back up because they didn't get themselves left out right, and they were just starving themselves. Some of these GLP-1s, they'll take your appetite away. So you just literally, all you're doing is you running in ketosis, where your body is literally just eating itself.
Right.
It's eating fat, it's eating muscle, it's eating everything. So you just your appetite is completely gone. You just ran yourself down to eat, and you're gonna lose a hellified amount of weight. But once that's over, now what?
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's where I go to get my stuff back. They got majority of the stuff. Some stuff they don't have. The majority of stuff they do have. It's not formulated. You have to formulate it yourself. It sounds worse than it is. It ain't complicated. It's not. It's really not. YouTube PhD, get it on scale. It'll get you right up.
Yeah. What's it called? You said YouTube what? BAC what?
BAC water is the formulation, but they have it on that site though. Like
Okay,
when you
okay.
order whatever, yeah, they got it on their site. You don't have to go nowhere else to get it. Everything is there that you need. They got the peptides there, plus they got the water with the alcohol on there.
Mhm.
And then the valves that they sell at the BAC are pretty big. So if you only get like one or two, it depends on how many weeks you want to do it.
Mhm.
So if you're doing it for like 6 or 8 weeks, you have to calculate how much of that you're gonna get from the valve. So you can put the valve in, like what I do, me personally, not medical advice, me personally, I take the valve, put the valve in which one do I use? I use Kimi now for AI,
Okay.
Chinese, but you can use Claude, you can use ChatGPT. They're all pretty simple. And I'll use two of them. I'll use like Kimi and I'll use Claude. And I'll put my blood work in there, my height, weight, and then I'll put that valve in there. And then I'll put the BAC, and you can ask it, how much should I mix? It's either 1 milliliter or 2 milliliters, usually generally. And it'll tell you how much of that water to shoot in there. And you shoot the water in. When you shoot the water in, you don't shoot it straight in. You shoot it on the side of the valve and you just swirl it. Swirl it around and it'll go from powder to clear. You let it sit for 30 minutes and you're good to go.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's simple. It's not. It sounds more intimidating than it actually is, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that
Mm.
and complicated. If dudes can figure out GTA and all the cheat codes and all that, this is far easier to.
Yeah. I believe
So
it too.
nah, man. Nah. Once you get involved in it, just start. Once you start watching some of these YouTubes, so some people do like 2-3 hour podcasts where they have all these doctors on explaining all this stuff and what peptides do and which ones are famous and which one do this and that. And once you narrow down the ones you actually want to take, then you're good. But you got to start with the weight loss first. Once you get the weight loss down, then you worry about the other stuff. I would concentrate on the weight loss first because the other stuff ain't gonna work until you get the weight down, like everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then after that, you kind of fool with the rest of the stuff. It's not like if you do it that way, it's way less expensive. Now there's some, like I said, there's risk involved, but you're not going to CVS to get it.
Right.
So that's the risk.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know, bro, because I see niggas be buying weed from all kind of places, dog. So that's why I wait.
That's a fact, man. Niggas done bought weed from people who they don't even know. A nigga outside the gas station at 1 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I mean, niggas just buy weed from everywhere. So I've done worse. You know what I mean? So I've done a whole lot worse.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. You got niggas who do that. Remember them motherfuckers was buying them the For Your Local beers that motherfuckers in Florida was dying from? Shit, they was buying them shits. Even when motherfuckers was dying, they was riding all up and down Florida trying to find them shit still. They didn't give a damn. Like, man, people be doing some crazy shit. So that's why I equate it to, bro. Yeah, is there some risk involved? Yeah. But do motherfuckers do crazy shit every day? Yeah. But the alternative is if you keep that weight on you, it's not healthy either. So you're in the catch 1-2 with it. So it's not good to keep that weight on you. I mean, is this extreme? Probably. But if it works, will it change your life? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I weighed out the risk and certain stuff I take, like that I feel like I have a benefit from. And it's not super expensive. I don't pay the $1,800 I probably spend like $200 a month, $200 every 6 weeks.
Oh yeah, that sounds a whole lot better. The 18. Yeah, for sure. Nigga, that's
18.
Nigga, that's a what? $1,600 pay cut, nigga. Discount.
But I didn't want to do it. The first time I tried it, I wanted to go through a doctor just to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then I got more comfortable. Like, oh, this shit actually worked. Oh, I can't do the 18. I had to call them like, hey, make sure I'm not on that recurring billing shit. I know this up. I don't want y'all to send me no shit here, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I was good, man. And then talking to them, just sitting down talking to them, I learned a lot from them. So that consultation taught me a lot about it and how to read the blood work and whatnot. Then I took that blood work after that consultation and ran it through the AI.
Mm-hmm.
And they pretty much said the same thing. I was like, oh, so shit, all I need is blood work now.
Right.
I can do the same shit. I got blood work. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I approached it. I mean, each his own, man, with that stuff. You know, weight loss, man, weight and all that, that's a constant battle, bro. That don't ever stop.
Yeah, that don't go away. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, but Pittsburgh, man, I'm about to hop off, man. But I definitely do appreciate you though, bro, for coming up here and kicking it.
No doubt, Kev, man. Hey, appreciate you, Kev, man. Kev the legend. Hey, y'all subscribe. Hey, Kev, go to that site I hit you with, bro.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah. I'm gonna look it up tonight.
Yeah. Copy and paste it before you close out, because once you close out, you ain't gonna be able to get it because it's in the back. It's not on the front.
Right.
And then just do your research on the thing. It's so much information that can explain that shit way better than I can even imagine explaining that crazy shit. That ain't my thing. I just know what it is. I know what I've read and the stuff I researched. It's out there though, bro.
Yeah, for
Appreciate you, Kev, man. Hey, y'all hit the subscribe and like button on my dog, Kev, man. Be easy, Kev, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. Shout out to my dog, Pittsburgh T, man. Listen, I want to say thank y'all to everybody that had came through, everybody that had hit the like button, and the subscriber count actually had went up tonight, man. So yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Kev Status is out. Peace.
All the pretty bitches love Reese money. Reese money love the pretty bitches. Rich off my music and keep me a plug. No security with me cause I came with my gun. She kept threatening to leave, but I ain't the score chasing nuts. I told her what's the fuck me gon' come. Them niggas polluting the slum, fake drugs. Don't care where I'm going, I'm getting some money. Had talked to my daughter, I knew this was coming. No key to your heart, they all want something from me. Don't fuck with these niggas my son. She fuck with these niggas, I can't fuck with her. My little bitch a diva, she crying and screaming and pulling me in for some more. Lay in that little pussy and pray to Allah. This sexual healing, I bust and keep going. Just don't treat them bad. I feel so sad now that I wanna leave. She's crying and talk to me. Could you let me speak? I just need time to see where I wanna be. When you love someone, just don't treat them bad. I feel so sad now that I wanna leave. She's crying and talk to me. Could you let me speak? I just need time to see where I wanna be. I'm all in her ear, I don't fuck, I make love. I come with a hook, I'm a cap, I take charge. My dick touch some places, make her fall in love. My thumb in her butt, she ain't felt that before. I told her eat that dick and make love with her though. Sloppy and slow, I just put on the show. You know how it go, let me nut in your throat. Let me nut in your throat.